I exercise every morning. I do exercise every morning. What is the difference between the two sentences? Hello everybody, welcome to my channel Cornerstone Skills, and I'm on a mission to help you gain confidence in your communication skills and fluency in your English. So today we are going to talk about the auxiliary verbs and the main verbs. I'm sure you would have heard about it, but if you have not heard about it, let us see what they are. The auxiliary verbs are also known as the helping verbs, and they usually help the main verb in a sentence. They are important because it helps to improve the grammar. The relationship between the auxiliary verbs and the main verb is very simple and very clear in every sentence. Now, the three main auxiliary verbs are the be, the do, and the have. Now, let us see what each one refers to. As we have seen earlier, the be or the to be verbs are used in continuous or progressive sentences. So the auxiliary verb do is used in simple sentences and is often used for emphasis. And have is used in the present perfect tense. So let us not forget these auxiliary verbs, which are called the primary auxiliary verbs or the helping verbs, the be, the do, and the have. Now, shall we look at a few examples? Let's talk about the be first, the to be verbs. What are they? They are the am, is, are, was, and were. I am. Example for am, I am going up the escalator. Am is the helping verb for the main verb going. Anu is enjoying sweets on her birthday. The auxiliary verb is helping the main verb enjoy, enjoying. Santosh and Sam are waiting for the weekend. So the auxiliary verb are is helping the main verb waiting. So auxiliary verbs are always helping the main verbs. That is the job of the auxiliary verb. Now let us look at the past tense, was and were. Sarah was walking all around the airport. The auxiliary verb was is helping the main verb walking. They were watching the match when it started to rain. Were is helping the main verb watching. Now remember, am is always used for I. Is always used for the third person, he, she, it. Are is always used for we, you, they. And was is always used for the past tense. And were is always used for the past tense plural. We, you, they. Right? Now shall we go to the next one, which is the do. Now the different forms of do is do, does, did. Do is used for I, we, you, they. And does is used for the third person, he, she, it. So let us look at some examples as how this word do is used as a helping verb. I do listen to music every day. Do is helping the main verb listen. My husband does walk every morning. Does is helping the main verb walk. My children do help with the household work. Do is helping the main verb help. So how do we use did, the past tense of do, as an auxiliary verb? I did do my work last night. So did, the auxiliary verb, is helping the main verb do. That is why we say I did do my work last night. They did come to the party last. Here the auxiliary verb did is helping the main verb come. Now, I could have said they came to the party last week. They came to the party last week. But if somebody is not very sure whether they came or not, what would I say? They did come to the party last week. So you are emphasizing on the did. Did you notice here, even though the auxiliary verb was in the past, the main verb is in the present. They did come to the party. I did do my. So even though the auxiliary verb is in the past, the main verb remains in the present. Now, what is the difference? Now let us just shift a little bit and let me ask you a question. Like what I asked in the beginning. What is the difference in the sentence if I use do or if I do not use do? Like for example, I exercise daily. What is the difference? I do exercise daily. So I exercise daily is a general statement. I exercise every day. It's a general statement. But when you say I do exercise daily, you are saying it because somebody has a doubt about your exercising. You may ask a question, do you even exercise? Yes, I do exercise every day. So when is do used? Do is used when you are stressing, when you are emphasizing on the verb. When you're emphasizing on the main verb, you say, I do exercise. Right? So one is without the do and the other one is with the do. I hope you got the difference between how you use do in the auxiliary verb as an auxiliary verb, and it is mainly to stress the statement that you have made. Now let us look at the next auxiliary verb, which is the have, has, had. I have bought a new car. So the auxiliary verb have is helping the main verb bought. I have bought a new car. They have driven to Bangalore by car. So the auxiliary verb have is helping the main verb drive, driven. The baby has gone back to sleep. The auxiliary verb has is helping the main verb go, gone. So for singular, it is for I, we, you, they, we say have. And for he, she, it, we say has. I hope you got it till now. Now, had is the same for every sentence. Had is used in the past tense and had is the same for every sentence. The children had eaten by the time I reached home. Had is helping the main verb eat. Present perfect tense says eaten. It had rained yesterday even before we set out. So had is helping the main verb rained. Okay, now shall we look at how the be, the do and the have is used as a main verb? How is the be, do and have used as a main verb? Let us just look at a few examples. Now let's say I'm making a sentence with I. I am tired. Am is the main verb. It is not helping any other verb. Ramu is angry. Is not helping another verb. So here is the main verb. Let's go to do and let's see how we can use do as the main verb. Nina and Jerry, they do their project together. Just one verb, do. It is the main verb. Mohin does his work well. Manju does her cooking at night. So this is how we use these verbs as the main verb. They are not used as auxiliary verbs here, but they are used as the main verb. Now let's look at how has and have are used as the main verbs. I have a new mobile phone. My children had dinner at the beach yesterday. My son had a bad dream last night. They are used as the main verbs here. Now, let us look at the negatives of all these sentences. I am not enjoying the weather. So, for the negative, we use do not or does not according to the pronoun that is used. So, for I, we, you, they, we say do not, and for he, she, it, we say does not. And when we speak informally, we say doesn't or don't. But remember, when you speak formally to anyone, or even when you're sending a mail, you do not use doesn't or don't. You have to say do not or does not. I do not go to bed late. I don't go to bed late at night. Amit does not enjoy washing vessels. Amit doesn't enjoy watching vessels. Reena and I is we. When Reena and I, we say we. We do not enjoy watching horror movies. We don't enjoy watching horror movies. So what about did? Did is used for past tense. For negative, we say did not. Sheila and Shirley did not come shopping with us in the evening. They didn't come shopping with us. You did not finish your homework. You didn't finish your homework till now. I didn't like the food at the party yesterday. I did not like the food at the party yesterday. So here's a small exercise for you to write in the negative. I would like it would be nice if you could write it in the comments below. I like the fruit juice. Henry likes to play football. Nora and Noah sleep through the night. You look good in that dress. 4 sentences. Remember, auxiliary verbs are very important in the English language. And don't forget, they are a helping verb to the main verbs. And I hope you understood the difference between auxiliary verbs and main verbs, and when we do not use the auxiliary verbs and how we use the main verbs on its own. If you really learned something from this video, I encourage you to subscribe and click on the bell button. Thank you. See you in my next video.